Nice. Good. And then one more inhale right up through the center, and on the next exhale, no rush, just when you get there, we'll bring the arms straight down in front of us, front of your legs. Plant the palms into the floor, into the earth, right in front of the legs, and keep a long spine here, long spine, and breathe a few breaths. Come off of your block or blanket. On your next exhale, we'll take a forward fold. So walk the arms forward. Allow the forehead and upper body to fold down towards the floor. Press into the earth with the palms and the fingers, encouraging the spine to stay back and down. Sit bones on the floor. It's nice to breathe deep into the spine here and allow the shoulders to soften and relax. Breathe into the hips. On your next inhale, lift the upper body all the way back up. Reach the arms out to the sides, touching fingertips down, and on your next inhale, the arms lift up and overhead, interlacing your fingers at the top, and then press the palms towards the sky. And lift the gaze, lift the shoulders. Initially, allow the shoulders and arms to lift up high. And then on your next exhale, let the shoulders sink down away from the ears. 2 full breaths right here. And on that third exhale, release the fingers and let the arms come all the way down. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Palms pressed together, and maybe draw the arms away and look up. Look up so that you feel a nice stretch on the front side of the neck as you open through the shoulders. Good. Next exhale, release and shake the arms out. Come forward onto the hands and the knees into table. Table pose. Good. Once you're established, begin some cow and cat. So we're going to inhale, look up, and exhale, come back down and through, and arch up through the back. So follow your breath. Inhale up and exhale down. Good. Come back to center. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up parallel to the floor, and the right arm reaches up ahead of you. Breathe 5 breaths, holding this right here, and draw the core body up. Lift the belly button and ribs towards the spine as you root down into the earth with the left palm and the right leg. Have your right ear right beside the right upper arm, and the gaze softly looking down. Good. And on that next exhale, place the right palm and the left knee down, and take the body around in circles to the right, about 3 or 4 times. And then switch and take this circle to the left a few times. come back to center and we'll lift the right leg up parallel to the earth. And the left arm reaches up. Breathe here, lifting the core body, and let the energy reach out through the back right heel and up through the left fingertips. Using your Ujjayi pranayama can be helpful here. On your next exhale, plant the left palm and the right knee and press back into child's pose. Press back, rooting through the palms and fingers and sending the hips back over the heels. Rest the forehead down and take several breaths. Breathing again into the spine, breathing into the back body. Next inhale, come back up into table. Lift the left leg and the right arm, reaching out. On your inhale, gather the elbow and the knee in, gently rounding through the back, and exhale, pressing out. 5 times, inhaling in, exhaling out. 5 rounds, I would say. So complete inhale and exhale, but follow your breath, going at your rate. Then planting that down and lift the right leg and the left arm. Big inhale. 5 times. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Then landing down and press back into child's pose. 3 full breaths. Inhaling back into table. Let's inhale the right arm and heart center up. Exhaling, bring the arm down and thread it behind the left. Gently landing on the right shoulder, rooting through the left palm as you look up. On your next inhale, rooting through the left palm and lift the right arm and heart. Exhale and land the right palm down. On your next inhale, the left arm reaches up. And as you exhale, bring the left arm down, thread it behind, gently landing on the left shoulder and look up. Of course, you can bind this pose if you like. Exhaling, releasing the right palm. If you went for the bind, rooting through the right as you lift the left arm and heart. And then exhaling back down. Good. Everyone come down on your bellies. Bring your palms to right alongside the ribs, chin to the floor. On an inhale, tuck the tailbone down into the earth or the pubic bone. And lift using the mid back, coming into baby cobra. 3 breaths. On the next exhale, tuck your toes. Using the knees, press the hips back to the heels. Child's pose. Leave the toes tucked under so you can get a nice stretch on the underside of the feet here. And on your next inhale, press up into your downward facing dog, walking the heels up and down. Good. Inhale the knees to the floor and exhale back to child's pose. Draw the wrists towards the heels. The hands don't move because you've rooted them down, but as you sit back and down in child's pose, engage by drawing the arms towards the feet. On your next inhale, come back into table and exhale into downward facing dog. Following the breath, inhale table, exhale child's pose. Inhale table, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale table, exhale child's pose. Inhale table, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale table, exhale child's pose. Inhale table and exhale downward facing dog. Rooting through that right foot, lift the left leg up and exhale, stack the hips. Inhale, step the left foot up between the hands, low lunge. Let's bring the back knee down and lift the upper body. Bring the back knee down, lift the upper body. Draw the spine nice and tall. Sink right up from the left knee, working through the front side of that left hip flexor. And the spine reaches up tall, and then on an exhale, just you can sink the hips down. You might want to walk the left foot a little forward so we can keep the knee right over the ankle. If you'd like, keeping the core engaged so you keep a nice strength to the front side of the body, you can reach the spine out of the hips and lift the arms up. Good. Exhaling, hands to the heart, and let's bend that right knee and reach your right hand back for the right foot. And as much as feels comfortable, have the heart center and the shoulders facing the front wall. So just getting a nice stretch. If it's available, you can reach the left arm back, so you get a nice shoulder opener here. It's okay to just stay with the right arm. Good. Exhale, release that foot. Lift the arms up, take a big inhale in. On the next exhale, plant the hands, lift the back knee, and step the left foot back to the right, downward facing dog. Walk the heels up and down. Good. Inhale, the right leg goes straight up to the sky, and exhale, stack the hips. And we'll be here for 3 nice long breaths. 3 of your inhale and exhale. Then inhale, step the right foot up between the hands, low lunge, and bring that left knee down to the earth. Lift the upper body. And breathe a couple of breaths here as you really root down through the right foot and the left knee, reaching that energy back up through the spine. Then on an exhale, just drop the tailbone down. Keep the core strong. Maybe you walk the right foot forward a little more. Right, so staying here is an option or reaching the arms up. Really rooting down through that right foot. Soft gaze and soft shoulders, but keep your core body engaged, drawing ribs and belly button together and towards the spine. Good. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Root a little more through that right foot, and you can lift the left knee. So foot towards the body and reach the left hand back for the left foot or ankle. Just breathe a couple breaths, getting a nice stretch. If it's available, both hands to the left ankle. Nice shoulder opener, heart opening. Exhale, release the leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Next exhale, plant the hands, tuck the left toes, lift the back knee and step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Walk the heels up and down. Breathe nice and deep. Good. Inhale the knees to the floor for table. Exhale to child's pose. Inhale forward into cobra. So dipping the heart down. Inhaling up. Eventually all on that inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes. Press back for downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the left foot up to the outside of the left hand. So taking a wider stand, a wider space here in a low lunge. Bring the right knee down and inhale the left arm up. You can stay right here or lift the back foot, right foot, bend it, and the left arm takes the right foot. Exhale, release, tuck the right toes, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Good, inhale, right foot steps up to the outside of the right hand. Bring the left knee down and inhale the right arm and heart lift. It's fine to stay right here or bend the left knee and reach the right arm back for the left ankle. Few deep breaths. Let the breath ease your body in the pose. Good. Exhale, release. Plant the right hand, tuck the left toes, and step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the knees to the floor and exhale back to child's pose. Inhale forward into cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Three breaths. In your down dog, it's always okay to rest in child's pose. Bottom of the next exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhaling, step the feet to the top and come into half forward fold, all on that inhale. Exhale and fold, bring the breath gently out of the body. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhaling, hands to the heart. 2 full breaths here in Samastiti. Right? Let your big toes touch, the heels can stay apart. Hands to the heart center or the sternum. Draw the core body in. Lift the kneecaps, engaging the front side of the legs, the quad muscles. Notice how this helps root you down even as you lift up. Soft shoulders. Next inhale, deeply bend the knees. Utkatasana. Fingertips touch down to the outside edge of the feet. And then lift the arms parallel to the spine. Sit low and sit back in the heels. Big toes and knees touching. As you inhale now, lift the heart center. Keep the core body strongly engaged. It's so strong it gives your pelvis a posterior tuck. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh, just above the knee. Keep looking down and make sure your knees stay flush. In other words, that left hip doesn't poke forward. As you feel confident in that, you can begin to wrap the heart towards the hands and look up over the right shoulder. Nice. Inhale, the upper body comes back up through the center. Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to the heart and take the right elbow just to the outside of the left thigh above the knee. Stay looking down initially and make sure the knees stay together. So we don't want to press that right hip forward. Keep the hips square as you slowly wrap the heart to the hands and look up. Inhale, the upper body lifts. Awkward chair. Breathe. You're doing great. You are enough. I crack myself up. Begins, inhale in and come to stand. Exhale and fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank pose. Stay here. 5 of your nice long breaths. Make sure you look down the body. You want to be really parallel to the floor. In other words, not sagging the hips down or hiking them up. If you feel like the need to do that, bring your knees down softly. Keep the core body strong. Good. A big inhale in. As you exhale, shift the shoulders forward. Knees come down and lower the upper body, hugging the elbows right into the ribs. Inhale into cobra and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot up between the hands, spin your right heel down and press up into warrior one. 3 full breaths. Gather the core body. Think about the subtle body energy of the thighs rotating in towards each other. You're just breathing them in. Core body strong, shoulders soft, even as the arms reach up. Exhaling, fully. On an inhale, take a big inhale in. Exhale, hands to the corners. Step the left foot back, and this time lower down to chaturanga from push-up, from a high plank, excuse me. Inhaling for upward facing dog, and exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot up between the hands, spin your left heel down, and warrior one on the right side. Nice. You work with your breath and feel out your body in the pose, making those subtle changes. Big inhale in. Exhale, hands to the corners. Step the right foot back. You can always just step right to downward facing dog. Lower through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bottom of the next exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhaling, hop or step the feet forward. Exhale and fold in Uttanasana. Inhale into awkward chair. So sitting back in the heels, and then exhale, hands to the heart. Press the standing, Samasthiti. 2 full breaths. Next, inhale, Utkatasana chair. So sitting back in the heels, upper body lifts, heart lifts. Exhale, stand and fold in Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank and lower through chaturanga. Remember, it's okay to use knees or to just step right to down dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale the left foot up to the ceiling and exhale, stack the hips. Aim to keep the shoulders square to the mat. Inhale, left foot up between the hands. This time, warrior two. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So the back foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. See your left big toe just to the inside of the left knee and sink the tailbone down. Soft arms up and out over the legs. Soft gaze out over the left fingertips. Externally rotate the left palm and inhale, reversing your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the corners, take a flow, or step right to down dog. We meet up in downward facing dog. Once in down dog, inhale the right leg up and exhale, stack the hips. Inhale the right foot up between the hands, warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Five nice long breaths. Externally rotate the right palm Inhale, reversing your warrior. And exhale, hands to the corners and take your flow. We meet up, downward facing dog. Three nice long breaths. Inhale the knees to the floor, table, and exhale back to child's pose. Inhale forward into cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Bottom of the next exhale, bend the knees, look up. Inhaling, hopper, step the feet forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale for chair. And exhale, stand. Hands to the heart center, Samasthiti in 2 full breaths. Right. Inhale, Utkatasana chair. Exhale, stand and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and take a flow. We'll find ourselves in downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up to the ceiling and exhale, stack the hips. Inhale the left foot up between the hands. Warrior 2 on the left side. Inhale, straighten through the left leg gently and exhale, reach the upper body. Shift the hips back, upper body reaches forward till you can't go any further, and then rotate the arms up and down for triangle. Trikonasana. Both sides of the body are long here, reaching the left and the right side of the body long out of the hips. And exhale, looking down. Inhale, the upper body reaches up, and exhale, warrior 2. So just breathe that left shin forward. 3 breaths. Externally rotate the left palm and inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhaling, cartwheeling the hands to the floor. You can step right to down dog or take a flow. We meet up in downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg straight up to the ceiling and exhale, stack the hips. Inhale the right foot up between the hands, warrior 2. Inhale, straightening softly through the right leg. Exhale, just shift the hips a little back as you reach the upper body forward. And then the arms rotate up and down. Micro bend in the front knee as needed. Soft shoulders, soften the face and the lower jaw. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, the upper body reaches up, and exhale, warrior 2. and breathe here. Externally rotate the right palm and inhale, reversing the weight. And exhale, flowing through your vinyasa. Three breaths in downward facing dog. Inhale the knees to the floor for table and exhale back to child's pose. When your inhale arrives, go forward into cobra. Long inhale. And then exhale, tuck the toes. Press back to downward facing dog. Bottom of the next exhale, bend the knees, look up and inhale, hop or step the feet forward. Exhale and fold in Uttanasana. Inhale into chair. 3 breaths. Big inhale in and exhale, stand and press the palms down as the spine reaches tall from the rooted down feet. 2 full breaths in mountain. Right, rooting through that left foot. Lift the right knee up. Going into some balancing. Going tree pose, so take the right knee out to the side, and then your foot can go to the calf muscle or all the way up to the inner thigh. Either place, however you're feeling it today. Right? Good. Once you feel steady, find a drishti, a spot for your eyes to see up ahead of you. Soft gaze and the limbs can reach up and out. Right, this is a nice thing to do with tree. Bring the hands to heart center and then drop them down. Right, the prayer pose, and then cross the wrists so the palms come together, wrists are crossed. Exhale fully here, and on the inhale, reach the arms up, inhaling up. When you exhale, thumb and pointer finger come together in chin mudra, if you like, and exhale the arms down. Right, good, again, inhaling, crossing the wrists, coming up, and then as you exhale, the arms part and come down. Nice. One more time. Following the breath and exhaling. Very good. Hands back to the heart center. Bring the right knee forward, and then we're going to actually go into warrior 3. So press the right leg back as the upper body lowers. Good. I'm looking up to see if I can be seen in the camera. We want to lower that right hip point just a little bit. Hands can stay to heart center, or you can fly the arms out. Good. Inhaling, let the upper body come all the way back up. Exhale and let that right foot down and walk in place a few steps. And we'll do that standing balance sequence on the next side. So rooting through the right foot. Lift the left knee parallel, the thigh parallel to the floor. Take the knee out to the side as much as feels comfortable. This is the kind of hip opening spot of this pose. The foot tucks into the inner right thigh or to the calf muscle, and then the arms reach up once you feel steady. Vrikshasana. Beautiful, you guys. Nice. Good. And then we'll bring the hands to heart center, and 3 times we'll take our mudra sequence. The palms touch, fingers point to the ground, and then cross the wrists. On your inhale, draw the arms straight out in front up. And then as you exhale, thumb and pointer finger. Yes, exhaling down. Inhaling, cross the wrists, lifting up, and exhaling. One more time, following your breath. Good, hands to heart center. Bring the left knee forward and then press the leg back as the upper body lowers. Virabhadrasana 3. Hands can stay to heart center, or you can airplane them, playing with the arms. Good. On your next inhale, lift the upper body, bring the left leg forward, step down and walk in place and come back to the top of your mat. Big toes touching. Inhale for Utkatasana chair. Exhale, stand and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and take a flow to downward facing dog. And inhale the left leg up to the ceiling and exhale, stack the hips. Next inhale, bring the left knee to the belly button, forehead to the knee, and press forward into plank. Then drop the shin down for one-legged king pigeon pose, bringing your right knee down, and you can track the right foot leg back a couple of steps. If you need a block or a book or blanket under that left hip for support, we want to keep the hips square. No falling off to one side. Plant the fingertips, framing the front leg. So for my right fingertips are right in front of the right toes, and the left just to the outside of my left knee, but we want the fingertips rooted down. Take a big inhale in as you draw the elbows back, and as you exhale, fold the upper body forward and down. On your next inhale, round through the spine, rooting the fingertips into the earth. And exhale, draw the heart center a little more forward, exhaling forward. One more time. Inhale, root into the fingers and round through the spine, lifting up, and then exhale, draw the elbows towards the back of your mat as the heart goes forward. This time, resting the forehead down to the mat, or you can use stacked fists or hands. And let your entire upper body rest down. Exhale fully, and on your next inhale, root the hands, lift the upper body, tuck the right toes, and then press the hips up and back for downward facing dog, 3-legged. And you can gently circle that left hip or shake the leg out. Walk the heels up and down. Settling into down dog, inhale, lift the right leg straight up to the ceiling, and exhale, stack the hips. Next, inhale, right knee to the belly button, forehead to the knee, and press forward into plank. Once there, land the shin down. You want the right knee just behind the right wrist. Left knee lands down and you can track back a couple of steps and have any prop under the right hip as needed. Root the fingertips, framing that front leg. Inhale. Exhale, draw the heart center, elbows towards the back of the mat, forehead to the floor. When you inhale now, round through the mid-back, root through the fingertips. Lifting up and then exhaling. Draw the elbows back. Inhale, rooting through the fingertips, rounding through the spine gently. And exhale. Forward, and this time we'll stay here. Any props under the forehead as you like. Close your eyes and breathe into the right hip. Exhale fully. On the inhale, lift the upper body. You're going to just walk your hands to the right side, letting the heart center turn a little to the right. And then just bring your left leg around to in front of you. Both legs go out in front of you for Dandasana, seated staff pose. Inhale the arms up and exhale, fold forward, seated forward fold. Inhale, the upper body lifts back up. Walk the left foot in, cross it over to the outside of the right leg. Hug the knee in with the right arm and draw the spine tall. Inhale the left arm softly up to the left ear and exhale, opening the heart to the left side, looking out over the left shoulder. Next inhale, come back to the center, release the upper body and counter turn. Release the right leg down, coming back to center. Walk the left foot in and cross it over to the outside of the left leg. Hug the knee in with the left arm and gently drawing the spine tall. Inhaling the right arm up to the right ear, and as you exhale, opening to the right side. Inhale the upper body back to the center and counter turn. And come back to the center of the upper body, releasing the right leg out. Bend the knees, feet are flat. Go towards the top of your mat, and then you're gonna draw the spine tall, Feet are rooted. Reach the arms forward. Take a big inhale in, and as you exhale, slowly lower down, placing one vertebrae down at a time. Go nice and slow, using the core body. Once you're rested on your back, walk your feet in, hands alongside the body, palms into the floor. On your inhale, lift the hips up, and exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, the hips go up, and exhale, lower. The next time you inhale, draw the arms up and overhead, 2. And exhale. When you exhale, the arms come back over and down as the hips lower. So go nice and slow. Following the breath, inhaling, rooting through the feet to lift the hips, and exhaling. Couple more times. See how slow you can go. The next time you exhale down, step your feet wide, hands to your belly, and sway the knees back and forth. Slowly. And knees come back to the center, and heel to walk the feet in. Lift the knees towards the heart, hands to the knees, and you can gently circle the legs a few times in each direction. Come back to the center. Wrap your arms around the shins. Lift your forehead to your knees, giving yourself a really big hug. Take a deep breath in, hold at the top of your inhale. And then exhale, releasing the arms and legs out and down into Shavasana, resting pose. Close your eyes. Relaxing just the last few minutes, closing the eyes and feeling really heavy. Let everything go. Deepening the breath. Gently moving limbs and turning to one side. Take a breath or two on your side. And then after breathing, ease yourself up into a comfortable seated place. It's an invitation to bring your hands to Heart Center for Anjali Mudra. Do let your eyes be closed and just a few silent breaths going within. It's an honor, joy, and a privilege to practice yoga with each of you this morning. May you all stay well. Namaste. Thank you, guys.